Yeah, I don't know about this one really, because this sounds like a bit of propaganda to me, because Tim Davie, the boss of the BBC, recently put his foot right in it when he was talking about the licence fee. And this sounds like a bit of crisis management, maybe, from the BBC. So, yeah, let's have a look at it, shall we? BBC staff turn on their Director General. Insiders are left furious at chuckling Tim Davie's boast that it is truly amazing that households are still paying the licence fee. Yeah, if you didn't see the video, it's on the channel somewhere. It was only the last couple of days or something. He said it's truly amazing they're getting away with charging people the licence fee still. The quote will be in here. I'll read it out again in a minute. But it is amazing. It is amazing they're getting away with it. And the fact that he's called it out shows he's either really insensitive to the situation or that he's got a sense of humour. Or he just knows that the licence fee's going nowhere so he can gas off as much as he wants. It's interesting. Let's see what this has got to say about it. And quickly, just before we carry on, just for a second, I'm going to stop making TV licence of BBC-based videos on this channel, the ChilliJonCarne channel. I'm still going to make just as many, but you'll only be able to watch them on the TV licence stop channel. So make sure you go over there and hit the subscribe button, otherwise you'll miss all the BBC and telly licence stuff that I do. Right, let's carry on. Tim Davie sparked a backlash after a talk with staff in which he said it was glorious that the broadcaster had better budgets than some of the commercial operators and was not required to make a profit on everything. One BBC insider last night accused the corporation's Director General of being happy to chuckle at people being forced to pay the outdated fee. Staff were infuriated at the comments in the light of the current cost of living crisis. I very much doubt a member of BBC staff called it an outdated fee. I doubt that. I don't know, it might be a contractor or something, but a proper pucker, long-standing member of BBC staff calling it an outdated fee. I can't see that, because it pays your rent, your mortgage, puts a roof above your head, puts food on the table, puts clothes on your kids, that licence fee. You're not going to go slagging it off, are you? Like, I would never ever slag my boss off, because he puts a roof above my head and food in my belly. I'm not going to slag him off. It's truly amazing what we're pulling off, by the way, he said, according to the Daily Telegraph, that most households are pretty happy paying a licence being a forced payment. It's amazing what we're pulling off. It was shocking that he said, I couldn't believe it when I read it. I thought, nah, it didn't happen. But it did. It proper hammer. It's a shame there's not a video clip of it, because I'd love to see, you know, words are words, but you need to see the expression on someone's face to see the meaning behind the words. Don't you? I can't believe he said that. Stop talking about stuff like that. A long-serving BBC source said the remarks were offensive. They said he's tone deaf. He doesn't understand the BBC or its values. Well, that is the values of the BBC. That it is amazing that they're pulling off getting away with charging what they perceive as a forced fee. They make the people out in the country believe it's a forced fee, that you must pay it. It is amazing what they're pulling off. It's absolutely astounding that they're pulling it off. So he's not tone deaf, he's right bang on the money, isn't he? Another insider said, it's the utter arrogance of the man and his team of cohorts who are happy to chuckle at those forced to pay an outdated poll tax that has no relevance in 21st century Britain, especially during the current cost of living crisis. Many of us on the shop floor at the Beeb have all been put at risk. He put you at risk by saying it's amazing you're getting away with it, but you're calling it an outdated poll tax that has no relevance. You're putting your own job at risk by putting those words out there. There's no way you really work for the BBC. I've spoken to some people at the BBC. I've had a few people contact me from the BBC, and whilst they might not agree with the licence fee on a personal level, they'll defend it to the hilt because it pays their personal bills. It puts a roof above their head. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. There's no way an actual BBC person called it that. There's no way. Because if people stop paying the licence fee, you'd be out of a job, wouldn't you? But a well-placed source defended Mr Davie, saying, the BBC has always been absolutely clear that it's a complete and utter privilege to have the licence fee. The Director General reportedly told staff, we've got to be careful at the BBC in terms of our message to the outside world. That is 23 billion secured over a 6-year licence fee deal that we got by law. People think we're the cat with the cream at the moment, and I know it doesn't feel like that internally, and I really am very sensitive about saying that. That sounds more like the quote, doesn't it? People think we're the cat. Well, you are. You've got bigger budgets than any other telly channel, apart from possibly the Sky Group. But individually, you have. It may not feel like that internally because you can't manage the money. You can't manage. It's 3.7 billion quid a year. There's so many countries in the world with a smaller GDP than that, and they build schools and hospitals and roads and infrastructure and pay nurses and teachers. You can't keep a media organisation running on that money without a £300 million black hole. So you are very sensitive about it, yeah. Because you don't want it to go away. Because if you had to work for your money, then there's going to cause problems internally, isn't it? Because you'll have a tenth of the staff and a tenth of the stuff that you've got now. So what do you think about this one then? If you want to read the whole thing, I always put a link to these articles in the description. Go and have a look. It's quite a long article. I just didn't read all of it because we'll be here forever if I did that. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. And while you're down there as well, don't forget to find that link for TV License Stop YouTube channel. It's my other channel. I'm not working for somebody. It's my channel. It just ties in with the website. But that is where all the TV licence and BBC videos are going to be from about a couple of weeks' time. So if you're not sub, you'll miss them. So go over there, hit the subscribe button now. And as always, thanks for watching. And I'll see you again in another video, probably one day, won't I? Ta-da.